Let me get my Star Labs up, Streamlabs, whatever. Alright, we should be live. How's it going, guys? Apparently my Streamlabs is having problems. So I hope everybody's good. How's it going, guys? I don't know if I'm live. So we'll have to do it this way. Go to my YouTube. Da-da-da-da. Can anyone hear me? Da-da-da-da. Can anyone hear me? Da-da-da-da. All right. So we're here. We're gonna watch a preseason play game. Skip strategy. 60 minutes. And this is where I'll go quiet and guys enjoy the game as soon as I turn it to simulation mode. Bolt up, let's go.
Dustin Hopkins about set to get us started, and off we go from SoFi Stadium. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there. And just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
Matthew Stafford's first season in Los Angeles could not have gone better as he proved to be the missing piece that brought the Rams a Lombardi trophy. It was a very well-deserved moment for the 13th-year pro who was 12th all-time in yards and touchdowns, but had never experienced a postseason victory before that season. Now, you just call him a Super Bowl champion, and boy did he embrace the Rams offense from the start with almost 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns in 2021.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. To the air again, Stafford. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. Gay's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his 3rd season, it's Justin Herbert.
It feels like hyperbole, but it's actually reality. In only 2 seasons, we've seen Justin Herbert do things rarely or never seen before in the NFL. He's one of only 9 quarterbacks now with a 5,000-yard passing season and made the Chargers a top 5 offense for the first time since 2010. He's also the only quarterback to ever throw at least 30 touchdowns in each of his first 2 seasons and set a record for completions over that same span.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Herbert. And he's caught on his sideline. He's knocking out a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. $39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Stafford. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Stafford. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 2-2 Atwell. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now the 4th-round pick from A&M. This is Isaiah Spiller. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Daniel. He gets this out to Spiller. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's brought down at the 31.
On second down, back to Henderson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Again, it's Henderson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, a give to Henderson. Shifts by him. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he goes out right around the 39. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Daniel. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Daniel going to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Wolford's throw pulled in by Atwell here. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down, here's Wolford. Looking sideline, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Wolford to throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Henderson running straight ahead. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Again,
6.
it's Henderson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
Now Wolford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Complete to Cooper Kupp.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Wolford's throw pulled in here by Powell. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. Here's Wolford. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing again, Wolford. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now Daniel on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
That's a gain of 3.
Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel. And that is incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The throw right sideline here is complete, and he goes out right around the 39. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Wolford to air it out again. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Wolford now on first down.
Throw left side complete. That's Powell.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
To throw is Wolford.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, it's still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. And meanwhile, for the Chargers, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first quarter to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Daniel now. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick.
Here's Powell on the return.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On first down, Wolford. Looking left sideline, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Wolford. Open man is Atwell, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That's taken in by Henderson. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Wolford on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things, because it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 2 yards
from the 24. Daniel. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
Option play, here's Spiller. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Off play action. Daniel. Dancing in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Daniel. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Fielded at about the 28. Ooh, with a juke. L.A. readies for its next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he's dropped right at the... A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Right back to Spiller on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the former UCLA Bruin, this is Joshua Kelly. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll try the left side with Spiller. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Trayvon Howard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Desperation time for Daniel on 4th. And incomplete on the deep ball. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And Daniel fakes the handoff. That one caught by Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Daniel going to throw. That one complete to Joe Reed.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Daniel. Back-to-back catches here, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system.
Hope for him and the team, it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Throwing again is Daniel. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They lead.
To throw is Daniel.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
they go on fourth. Daniel. That's to his running back, complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
One last throw for Daniel.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away.
So I'm going to do some changes. Because, yeah, that was just not even a good game.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
Not a good game at all. So I'm going to do some changes. As you can tell, I came back on. I was going to try and simulate the whole thing. When I did not like what I seen, obviously. Oh, it's in settings. I think I never should have changed it. For the simple reason, I can bring up the running game, start pounding. I'm not a fan of losing. So, I'm going to try and get on here sometime tomorrow And we'll play preseason week 2. I know that this was a horrible showing. So, now we face the Cowgirls sometime tomorrow.